We will go green. Justin Sanders and Spencer Bayston on the front row. Zeb Wise and James McFadden in row number 2. Row 3, Tanner Holmes and Justin Peck. Row number 4, Tyler Courtney and Brent Marks. Row 5 is Corey Eliason and Dominic Scelzi. Brad Sweet and Rico Abreu in 6. Corey Day and Jock Goodyer in 7. Robbie Price and Jamie Veal in 8. Tyler Thompson and Tanner Thorson in 9. Camden Robustelli, Parker Price Miller in 10. Kasey Kahne, Shane Golobic, Cole Macedo, and Chris Windom. Douglas County Dirt Track. We got them racked. We got them stacked. Let's go racing off at turn number 4. We are green.
Justin Sanders with the lead over Spencer Bayston as James McFadden throwing his hat in the ring for the race for second. Drag race into turn number 3. It's McFadden down low, Bayston in the middle. Justin Sanders run him down in the record book as the leader of lap number 1.
Sanders leads lap 1, 34 to go. McFadden very good on the inside of the racetrack, specifically on this side of the racetrack in turns 3 and 4. The Roth Enterprises number 83 has not missed the top 10 in a single West Coast high level race so far, and he's trying to keep that streak alive here tonight.
Spencer Bayston 3rd, 4th is Zeb Wise, running in 5th is Justin Peck, Tanner Holmes is 6th, 7th is the 19 of Brent Marks, then you've got Dominic Scelzi, followed by the 7BC of Tyler Courtney and Corey Day for the top 10.
Justin Sanders already on the same straightaway as the back of the field with Shane Golobic, Camden Robustelli, and as well as the 35 km of Tyler Thompson. Traffic going to come into play very, very quickly here for your race leader. If Sanders wants to get that first national sprint car win tonight, he's going to have to earn it, Ben.
Yeah, it's going to be Shane Golobic in the 17W and the 9T of Camden Robustelli up the road as we're 5 clicks into this one, 30 to go. McFadden trying to submit a bit down on the inside, nearly level pegging off of the second corner, but the 2X of Sanders continues to reign up top. But I'm telling you what, Chase, James McFadden is coming.
McFadden takes the, close call right there is Robustelli. Back the car in like a non-wing machine right in front of your race leader. Sanders takes the lead back, goes to the bottom. The yellow flag's gonna come out. We got one upside down, red, red, red. It's Zeb Wise in 26. Tough night for Zeb Wise. It started off so promising with that new track record lap during Capital Custom Trailer qualifying. And then in the heat race, got into the incident with Justin Cox, had to go to the work area, change the front end. Was able to make it into the dash after repairs during that heat race in the rod end supply work area. And now is going to have to try and make some more repairs on the routine number 26 car as they are trying to flip him back over. Certainly been a tough night for Zeb Wise, as Kubota High Limit Racing officials as well as the MedStar and Douglas County Dirt Track officials will get him back on all fours, and they can begin to inspect the damage on the Hager Realty car. Looks like Zeb is staying in it, at least from this vantage point that we can see here. Zeb Wise appears to still be in the car, so might be taking it to the work area. We'll see what happened to Zeb Wise. Was running around the top 5 at the time of this incident, goes into the corner and just loops it around, does a wheelie and tries to do a backflip right there, Ben. A very interesting looking crash there.
Yeah, we've been seeing guys just with no contact with anybody else just have some bad luck, but that's been mainly on the top part of the track. Now we see that in the middle.
That pick point you just saw, the drivers will go either inside or outside of that. Whatever lane they choose is where they will restart for the upcoming double file restart. So Justin Sanders will choose the bottom, and that puts James McFadden to the outside. And you don't have to go in there, you know, normal. You don't have to go outside, inside. You can go to the bottom and follow somebody down there. You don't have to do the same thing as everybody else. You can change it up, and that's what's fun about having the Frozen Farmer pick pine. If one guy likes his car better on the bottom, then he can go down there and try it out.
It looked like everybody was weaving their way normally. One in, one out, one in, one out. So.
And it sounds like Zeb Wise is ready to rejoin the field. They have made repairs to the 26 car, and for the second time tonight in a race on track, Zeb Wise will come from the rod end supply work area and make it back out to rejoin the field.
Now, Chase, when he came out of the rod end supply work area last time, he could hear this crowd from the front straightaway. Let's see if he can hear him now.
Wow, that was pretty loud. As we're coming back to the green flag. We've got 6 down, 29 remaining. Justin Sanders and James McFadden back to the restart zone. We're underway. McFadden gets a good start on the outside. They'll go into turn 1. Sanders going to slide up the racetrack and take the race lead.
Well, McFadden, though, looking to return serve on, though. He's going to stay up top as they go into the 3rd corner. It's going to be Bayston running 3rd. 4th now is Tanner Holmes getting around Justin Peck.
Tanner Holmes looking strong early in this one, moves into the 4th position. Behind him now is Justin Peck underneath getting under pressure from the 19 of Brent Marks and the 7 BC of Tyler Courtney. Marks around the bottom, Courtney through the middle, and Peck on the top. So it looked like 3 lanes of racing right there between those 3 drivers.
Yeah, track really looking good right now as they're looking to complete lap number 9, this time by Justin Sanders. Has led every single circuit so far. McFadden may be in danger of losing second to Spencer Bayston, as Bayston is a motivated individual in car number 5.
Upside down in turn 4, it was Jamie Veal in the 17 AU. And then wheels off the car right there, rolling in the middle of the track. Looks like the right front wheel of Jamie Veal's car is still rolling, so it sounds like we will go red. It did appear that Jamie Veal's car did get upside down over there off the 4th corner. And Jamie Veal is out of the race car in turn number 4. Jamie Veal is out of the car. And the helmet's off, head sock coming off as well. Jamie Veal running in the, what looks to be the 22nd position at the time. So Jamie Veal, 22nd at the time, getting into the wall, right in front of the race leaders as they were catching up to the back of the field. So Jamie Veal, who's had a relatively up and down West Coast swing with Kubota Highland Racing. His best run, an 8th place result at the King Speedway. He was 11th during the Gold Cup on Saturday. Tony, looks like you're with him. Tony.
All right, Chase, we're going to go down here with Jamie Veal so they can get to work on this, on removing this race car. Jamie, first of all, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm all good. So, yeah, just driver error there. So, dug ourselves a pretty deep hole after that heat race, and just flow-on effect from it.
Okay, well, we're glad you're all right. And Jamie Veal's number 17 getting towed back to the work area, or probably more than likely back to the pit area after that one, Chase.
Yeah, that's tough to see there for Jamie Veal. It's been fun to have him along for the ride for Kubota Highland Racing's inaugural West Coast swing. Jamie Veal, very accomplished out there in his native Australia.
Yeah, won the 2020 Sprint Car Championship when it was ran at Latrobe on the island of Tasmania. 2016 World Series of Sprint Cars champion of 2015-16 Series champion, won the 16 Grand Annual Sprint Car Classic at Premier Speedway, and also a 360 Australian Sprint Car champion in 2017. Something to note, winning in 2 different categories in his native land.
Well, we might have a replay for you here on Flow. We've got an angle here, I believe, from the Forney Industries speed shot, and you'll see Veal, he's going to be towards the tail end of the field here. And there he gets into the wall, and yeah, like you said, just a driver error there, Ben, just gets up too high and clips the concrete, and that's a recipe for disaster when you're going as fast as you are tonight around the 3/10 mile of Douglas County. He was in there for a while, too. He just came across the line for a 2-minute and 55-second lap time, so Kasey Kahne was in there for a little while, so it must have been at least a decently big issue on that car, but it looks like they made it back out with the repairs done. And there's the pig pint. You'll see in it on our drone camera via On Flow Racing.
Looks like Scelzi and Robustelli were 2 drivers that kind of broke the rhythm up as lights are shuttered, set to get this one back underway. It is California and the Northern Territory of Australia. Justin Sanders and James McFadden. Green flag is out. Here we go. McFadden on the high side trying to thread the needle and will power his way down the back straightaway with the race lead.
What a move right there from James McFadden to keep his foot in the throttle and drive around the outside of that attempted slider by Justin Sanders. Here comes Justin Peck now. Peck underneath the Spencer Bayston. The race for the 3rd position's on down the back straightaways. Peck's got his car pinned to the inside.
James McFadden looking for his 3rd career victory with the Kubota High Limit Series here tonight at the Douglas County Dirt Track. As mentioned, Justin Peck Up into fourth, trying to give chase to the 5 of Spencer Bayston for third. Might have a race for 6 developing here as Corey Day, like Tarzan on a jungle vine, swinging on the top shelf, trying to get past Brent Marks.
And a problem for Tyler Courtney. He's going to pull off the track. The caution's going to come out. Tyler Courtney hit the wall in turn 4 that last time, and I hit it pretty good, and there was some smoke coming out of that car. So the second place finisher, or the second place driver in Kubota Highland Racing points, is heading to the Rod End Supply work area. He was running in 13th at the time of this issue for him. And Courtney ricocheted off the wall and caused some damage to the right rear portion of that NOS Energy Drink Clausen Marshall Racing number 7 BC car. Tyler Courtney, much like a lot of these guys, had an up and down West Coast swing so far. Was 21st at the Gold Cup on Saturday. He did pick up a win at the King Speedway in Hanford, California. The week prior to that, needed a provisional to make the show at Placerville. And now in the Rod End Supply work area here tonight at Douglas County. That is the definition of an up and down week, or 2 weeks here. And they are looking at the car. Not much urgency, it appears, to try and fix whatever the issue is for him.
Yeah, 5 wins this season. Kings obviously being the most recent. Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri on June 28th. May 13th at Kokomo Speedway in Indiana. Golden Isle Speedway in Waynesville, Georgia on February 22nd. In East Bay Raceway Park in Gibsonton, Florida on the 13th of February. His 5 wins.
So second in points, and this is going to certainly hurt pretty bad for Tyler Courtney. He did get his guaranteed time over in the Rod End Supply work area. We are not halfway through this race, Tony.
Just remember, Chase, just a few nights ago when we were in Chico, California at the Silver Dollar Speedway, Tyler had an accident early in the going on Saturday evening, and on the interview with us kind of deliberated, saying, hey, this is show up points only here for this special event. We may just put it in the trailer and save our equipment because we've still got a lot of championship points paying events still left out here on the West Coast. This is the first of those regular season points paying events. It is paramount for Tyler Courtney's championship hopes that they get back out on track, but as you guys can see, he is still sitting in the Rod End Supply work area.
Yeah, and we're coming back to the green, so Tyler Courtney is not going to make it back out, it appears. The lights are out. So Tyler Courtney trapped, and he's heading back to the trailer. So here we go. Justin Sanders and James McFadden. McFadden, the race leader, as we come back to the green flag. We're back underway.
Here comes Brent Marks. He's trying to motor his way forward, looking to get around Tanner Holmes. That is for 5th place on the racetrack as Justin Sanders throwing the defensive wall up, trying to keep back the 5 of Bayston. Here comes Peck. Here comes Holmes. He recovers his 5th, and he's going to go back into 4th as he makes it underneath Peck in the 13.
Good move there by Tanner Holmes, back up to the 4th spot. The 14 of Corey Day's on the move as well. Corey Day is up to 6th after starting back in the 13th position, working on Corey Eliason down the front straightaway. Corey Day, much like what he did when he won here a couple of years ago, right up against the wall.
Holmes looking good in 4th, trying to go after Bayston for 3rd, but it's going to be Bayston giving up on the top, and the doors open again as they're at the stripe with lap number 15 getting completed. Bayston under fire from Tanner Holmes.
Tanner Holmes very good on this side of the racetrack here in 3 and 4. The bottom seems to be the place to be. Off of turn number 4, he's going to take the 3rd spot away. Tanner Holmes looking for that first ever Kubota Highland Racing podium. Slides in front of Spencer Bayston and pulls away down the back straightaway.
16 laps complete, nearing to pass the halfway mark. Still a bit to go as lap number 17 gets clicked off. And again, speaking of clicks, here comes lap traffic. Tyler Thompson is the last car in line, and Kasey Kahne in front of Thompson. Heavy traffic for J-Mac to deal with.
McFadden goes around the outside, gets by the 35 km of Tyler Thompson, who pulls into the infield. Now McFadden working around the outside of Kasey Kahne. Here comes Justin Sanders now. 4 car lengths separate the top 2 back into turn 1.
Sanders trying to retrieve the top spot as they both work the top shelf. They've got cars racing for position just ahead of them. The 88 of Tanner Thorson, the 17W Shane Golobic, and Parker Price Miller also up the road as well in car number 9P with 20 in and 15 to go.
Sanders got the top side of the racetrack rolling. He catching up to the 83 car. McFadden down the back straightaway. McFadden runs the bottom. Sanders around the outside, coming after him for the race lead. Side by side for the top spot. McFadden goes up top. Sanders to the inside, slides up, nearly hits the wall. second position.
Sanders has to bail out. He's going to try and regroup and muster another charge up top. Here comes Bayston trying to reclaim third. Corey Day trying to crack in the top 5 in the Jason Myers Racing 14 as Shane Golobic goes in the infield.
Golobic to the infield. We will stay great now. A couple laps potentially for McFadden to calm things down and gather back his bearings as he's coming up on Tanner Thorson. Sanders gets around the outside of Parker Price Miller. No lap cars between your top 2. 12 laps to go, and this one's far from over. Oh, around, right in front of your leader, keeps going. Robustelli almost dumped the car right in front of your leader, but kept on going.
Yeah, Robustelli getting out of shape. He's corrected the course, and he is staying in the race lead. Here comes Sanders with a good run out of the second corner, trying to chomp down on the difference. Meanwhile, Corey Day is up to third after starting this one 13th, a +10 for the 14.
Corey Day on the move might be a factor for the lead in this one as the 9P of Parker Price Miller retires the car into the infield. Justin Sanders still all over McFadden on the back bumper off of turn 4, and here comes Tanner Holmes as well. The top 3 closing up. Sanders to the inside, turn 1 for the race lead.
Almost Hoosier to Hoosier off of the second corner, but it is McFadden with the advantage. Here comes Sanders winding it up on the high side, but McFadden getting away from him, but just up ahead is the 55 of Windom and the 88 of Thorson to deal with.
McFadden, he's got to get by these 2 cars, and if he can do that, he might get the win here tonight. This time by will be 8 laps to go. McFadden trying to hold on for his 3rd win of the year, but Sanders, Holmes, they want to get their first wins of their career. Off of turn number 2, this is getting good at Douglas County.
Yeah, Holmes going after second, trying to get underneath Sanders. Sanders fighting a 2-front war here. He's trying to reel in the 83 of McFadden, but also keeping back the 18T of Holmes, as here comes Corey Day in the mix in the Jason Myers Racing 14. Justin Peck rounding up the top 5 and 5th, and we've got 5 to go this time by.
5 laps to go, and took a lap or 2 extra than McFadden was hoping for to get by Chris Windom. He runs the middle in turns 1 and 2. Sanders, here comes Day to the outside of Tanner Holmes. 3rd spot's up for grabs. Corey Day's got in turn 3.
Yeah, Corey Day's not done yet. He's still got an appetite. He's trying to go for second, but he's going to have to settle for 4th right now as Holmes retakes the position. Sanders again trying to keep back the 18 of Holmes, as Sanders now working the 55 of Windom, as things have extended between your race leader and second place. James McFadden, 3 to run for the 83.
Sanders might have found something that by on the top side of the racetrack in turn number 4. This race is not over yet. 2 to go this time by. Sanders closing in as lap traffic looms ahead still for McFadden. He's got the 80 to Thorson and 26 of Wise there. Next time by the white flag, they were separated by 1.1 seconds the last time.
Yeah, it looked like McFadden got a little out of shape in turns 3 and 4. He's still got a healthy race lead as the white flag is out. One more trip around the racetrack for James McFadden out of Alice Springs, Northern Territory, Australia. Justin Sanders running along in second. They've got Wise in the 26, but J-Mac will hold on and win for the 3rd time this season.
Justin Sanders finishes in second. Tanner Holmes in 3rd. 4th goes to Justin Peck, and 5th goes to Corey Day. Your winner tonight, his 3rd of the year in car number 83. How about it for James McFadden? 2nd goes to the 2X of Justin Sanders. 3rd, the 18T of Tanner Holmes. 4th, the 13 of Justin Peck. And 5th, the 14 of Corey Day. 6th, the 8 of Corey Eliason. 7th, the 5 of Spencer Bayston. 8th, the 49 of Brad Sweet. 9th, the 24 of Rico Abreu. 10th goes to the 19 of Brent Marks. Cole Macedo, 11th. Robbie Price, 12th. John Goodyer, 13th. 14th goes to Dominic Scelzi. And 15th to Tanner Thorson. 16th, Zeb Wise. 17th, Chris Windom. 18th, Camden Robustelli. 19th, Kasey Kahne. And 20th to Parker Price Miller. Shane Golobic, Tyler Thompson, Tyler Courtney, and Jamie Veal the field. And he is now once again the only driver that's finished top 10 every night of the West Coast Swing. How about it, Oregon? The shoey is coming. McFadden wins tonight at Douglas County Dirt Track.
See, Chase, it's not an issue of Victory Lane being wide enough. It's clearly wide enough because I'm standing in it. It's the lane up to Whiskey Myers Victory Lane that is not exactly wide enough to get the Roth Enterprises number 83 all the way here into Whiskey Myers Victory Lane at the Douglas County Dirt Track. Now Maverick McFadden goes on top with James. Maverick McFadden joins Dad on the top of the wing of the number 83 for the third time here in 2024. James McFadden brings Roth Enterprises into victory lane with Kubota High Limit Racing. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen. It's your winner, James McFadden. Third time we've gotten to do this. Your second time here on the West Coast Swing. It felt like kind of an accordion sort of race where you'd have to contend with Justin Sanders and those guys in the top 3 right behind you, but then you'd get a long run and you'd pull off, you'd pull away. So tell me about your number 83 race car tonight and why it felt so good.
Mav's not sure about that.
Maverick is not sure about that individual at all. Neither am I.
Yeah, looks like Dad after a shower. Yeah, no, we had a really good car, and I was kind of bummed when that caution, that red, come out. I felt like I got under Justin, and then obviously he saw that line, so got him guessing, I guess, and sort of gave us a line. So my 83 Toyota Mobile 1 car was spot on, man. We've been working really hard over the last few months, and it's really showing off. So it was Dennis's birthday yesterday, so to be standing in victory lane tonight for him and Teresa is really, really special. So awesome racetrack, awesome facility, great fans, noisy. It's a lot of fun. So my guy's done an awesome job, and it's a lot of fun to be racing right now.
Yeah, I bet it's a lot of fun, especially when you're making all these trips to Whiskey Myers Victory Lane. Ben Dethridge and Chase Rodman up in the booth were talking about the journey young Australians like Jock Goodyer are making when they come over here to race. You've made that journey, and you've been successful at it. You stand in Victory Lane here in the United States of America. After standing in Victory Lane in Australia, what is the level of competition like in 2024 in North American sprint car racing?
Yeah, as a kid, mate, you grow up watching these guys race and want to be a part of it. And, Australia's a really small country, and, you try your butt off over there and get successful, and then come over here and get your ass absolutely handed to you night in, night out. And it's sort of, you eat a little bit of humble pie and just keep digging and learning, and then eventually get to this point and get the opportunities I had with, Dennis and Teresa and everyone here. So, yeah, the competition's insane, mate. You come here to these tracks where I think a couple local guys are up on the podium with the traveling guys, and these tracks out this way are a little different to everywhere else. A lot more like home, so I kind of feel a little more comfortable.
Yeah, that's the comparison we've been hearing a lot, is this place tonight reminded you guys of the tracks you've grown up back home. As a full-time racer with Kubota High Limit Racing, a high roller, you get to send $1,000 of an angel donor's money to a charity of your choosing. With your win tonight, which charity are you choosing to support?
I got to go Team Jack again. Like I said last time, they match every time we're doing this. They match the 1,000 that they give, and Mark, he'll go another 1,000. So that's just more for the kids. And I said that's a great program that High Limit and everyone involved are doing, and I'm happy to be able to hand out as much as we can.
All right, last question. What was in the shoe tonight? Did it taste any better than back in Placerville?
Yeah, it was a little better, but Coors Light's pretty ordinary, to be honest. So hanging out for an Australian beer back home soon, but until then, anything wet and cold is pretty nice.
James McFadden is a winner with Kubota High Limit Racing. For the third time in 2024, Woodman and Brent Ventura and Rob Beatty get their driver in their car into Whiskey Myers Victory Lane. I have no idea what that is holding the checkered flag, but I'm going to get out of Victory Lane before it looks at me anymore. Do we have a 50-50 to pull? We got a 50-50 here? Here we go, 50-50. Let's go ahead and hit that really quick before we talk to Justin Sanders. And Tanner Holmes, do I get to pull it?
Yeah.
All right. She looked at me like, I don't know. I don't think you should be allowed to pull it. You probably can't do math. Okay, let's see here. Does the color matter? Okay, it's a red ticket, just to be safe. This is a red ticket. Okay, everybody see that? Ticket number 3120-455. Again, red ticket number 3120-455. Hold on to that. And you can meet these 50-50 ladies at the flag stand. So let's move on here and check in with second and third place, Justin Sanders and Tanner Holmes. We're going to be excited. Let's go to your race car. Let's make sure people see that thing here, Justin, and give your sponsors and your team the respect they deserve after a really good night for you guys. Second place, and I don't know if you would characterize the last week in Chico as a success. I think you guys had a pretty good week up until that Saturday feature when a couple of flat tires plagued you in that A-main event. But to run second in a really racy Douglas County dirt track has to feel good and give you a little bit of confidence after Chico.
Yeah, definitely some confidence in our race car. I don't know, I'm just disappointed. I wanted to choose the top on that restart after he got next to me on the first time, and I thought, maybe he just got a good start. And I was beating guys off the bottom all night on, the dash, the first start, everything else, and just stayed down there, and he just drove around me. And, I felt like I had a car I could pace him with, and I don't know, I feel like I just kind of blew it, honestly. I got close to him again, and we're dicing through traffic. I had a really good race car and just kind of didn't make the right decisions. But, yeah, back to what you said about having speed at Chico and speed tonight. We've been really good. We had built this car, for Placerville in 2 seconds and, pretty good on our prelim and had those misfortunates on Saturday. But, really want to get this one for Chase Johnson, bring this one home for California. And just came up a little bit short. But, again, prayers to them and their family. Like I said before, it's been really weighing on me and just really thinking of them and just hoping for the best. But got to thank Demo Mitchery, Farmers Brewing Company, North County Plastering, Yuba Sutter Aviation, Factory Cane, FK Roddens, High Performance Lubricants, System 1, Smith Tide, TI-64, just everybody that helps us out on this deal. Ryder Engines, KPC Chassis, Titan Wings, just Hunter Brady, Max Mitchery, my fiance Brooke, Jackie and Tegan are here, and my parents back home, and everybody stay safe.
That's Justin Sanders, your second place finisher here tonight, championship point leader with NARC, and it's been awesome to have the fastest of the fast in the West out here racing with us. Douglas County, Oregon, I hope some of you stayed around to listen to your very own Tanner Holmes in third position. Do you know what you just did in finishing third here tonight?
Yeah, no, this was our best run basically all year. We've had some speed, and we were back in the Midwest, and then our California swing has been very rough. So I knew kind of coming back home that was a chance for us just to come somewhere where I had at least a few laps and just be back in a comfortable position, and then kind of build from here as we have more tough races ahead. But that was a great race. I could feel the guys behind me, and I felt like I could reach out and grab the guys in front of me. So we just had really good speed, and told you we needed to just run a smart 35-lap race, and felt like we were able to accomplish that. We were kind of close to getting in the mix there for a win.
More of what I was referring to when I asked, do you know what you just did by running third? Maybe the last, 5 to 8 laps, you held off and outran the hard charger who finished third at this year's Knoxville Nationals, and a few days ago picked up his second straight Gold Cup Race of Champions victory in Corey Day, one of the hottest and fastest names in sprint car racing right now. You were able to hold him at bay. How did you do that?
Yeah, I kind of, he showed me a nose around the outside kind of down here, and luckily I was able just to kind of stick to what I was doing. I could hear that those guys were racing behind us, so I figured you could kind of throw a blanket over the top 5, and definitely jumped up in the seat there for a second. I was just trying to work on not missing my marks, and then from there kind of let it hang out the last couple laps. But just want to thank all you great fans for coming out. Shane DeWald Trucking, The Boss, Steck, Diamond Roofing Company, Champion Car Wash. We have a lot of local partners here, Carbon Works, and then a lot more on the car. But just great to have all those guys on board, and glad we got a good run for them here in front of them.
Don't forget Carly.
And Carly and the crew, and Chris, and my mom and dad, my girlfriend Jessica, Matt, all my family and friends. I know there's a lot of them here, and I had some texts before tonight. They said, hopefully, I think tonight we got a good feeling being back home, and luckily we were able to prove them right.
Hey, good news. You just made some fire TikTok content, okay? That's Tanner Holmes coming home in the third position. Justin Sanders finishes up, in his own words, with a disappointing, but I think a pretty impressive second place finish. And James McFadden gets his third victory of the 2024 Kubota High Limit Racing season. Butler back in June, Placerville just a few nights ago out here on the West Coast. And then night number 3 right here at the Douglas County Dirt Track.